Welcome. Today I'm going to do a which shoe for you comparison video between two trail shoes. I have the Inov8 Trailfly and I have the Topo MT-5. Part of the reason why I'm comparing these two is there are definitely some similarities. They both are known for wide anatomical foot shapes. They both have what I would consider somewhat grippy outsoles. And the stack height is very similar. The stack height of the MT-5 is 23 in the forefoot, 28 in the heel for a 5mm drop, whereas the Trailfly is 23 also in the forefoot, 29 in the heel for a 6mm drop. So it just has 1mm more of stack height. With that said, there are definitely some differences. Both shoes I think wrap really good around the foot and fit really well. I think there's a little bit more of a buildup in the arch of the MT-5 of the Topo shoe, which is very common in most Topo shoes. They definitely have more arch support. That bothers some people. I actually kind of like it. The MT-5 is a bit more flexible. Well, not much different, I was going to say, because actually the Trailfly is very flexible for a shoe with the thick outsole rubber that it has. Because of these flex grooves, it actually does a very good job being flexible. The MT-5 is going to be a little bit lighter weight. It weighs 9.3 ounces in a men's size 9. The Trailfly is 9.9 ounces in a men's size 9, so it's a little over half an ounce heavier. But for that, you're getting much deeper lugs. The Trailfly has the rubber injected with graphene to make it last a long time. It also grips really well. They say in mud you might need a little deeper lugs, but I find in the majority of the conditions I use in North Texas it works really well. The MT-5 has a Vibram outsole, but it's the Vibram XS Trek EVO outsole, so it has very narrow, not very deep lugs, but it does still, because of the Vibram outsole, it grips pretty well. I would not use this on a very technical trail, but for a light to moderate trail, this thing works great. They still grip pretty well. There's a couple reasons why I wouldn't use the MT-5 on a heavy trail. One is the lugs aren't as deep. The other is it is only 23mm stack height in the forefoot, and it doesn't have a rock plate, so you do feel the rocks more. When you go to the Inov8, you can definitely use it for tougher trails. It is a also still 23mm in the forefoot, but it uses their Metashank rock plate in there, a flexible rock plate, so that protects you. And then it definitely has the 4mm lugs, which are very grippy. So it actually is going to work better on technical terrain to me, but it does weigh a little bit more. It also fits really good, locks in good around the heel and the midfoot. It uses a gusseted tongue that helps keep that all in place, and it has all these overlays, which actually has it wrap really good around the foot too. As far as the toe box width, they're both anatomical, measuring against each other. And by feeling, the MT-5 is very slightly wider than the Trailfly. However, the Trailfly I got in the standard version. They also sell it in a wide version. And the wide version still fits the same in the heel and the midfoot, but they add 5mm more of width in the toe box. I think if you did that, it would be very similar in toe box width to the Topo MT-5. They both have a fairly breathable material on the top, which works really well. The MT-5 uses Topo Zip Foam, which is an EVA-based compound, but they're putting something in it. It's a little bit bouncier than just a pure EVA. It has an Ortholite insole, which is very nice. Keeps it it keeps it from smelling much, and it does a good job. I do think that's one place the Inov8 is actually even better. It has their boomerang midsole, which is has TPU beads, which adds a little bit of extra cushiony feeling, and I think it drains maybe a little bit better than the Ortholite of the Topo. The Inov8 uses their PowerFlow Pro midsole, which is a EVA-based compound. Actually I would say the Topo feels slightly bouncier, but the Inov8 is more protective. And you can even see that in the toe box. There is definitely more protection in the toe box on the Inov8 than there is on the MT-5. Both brands sell multiple other trail shoes in their lineup. Inov8 has several that now have more cushion. They have some that have nitrogen injected insoles, which should make them bouncier. Topo sells some that have higher stack heights, higher cushion, or some that have rock plates. So there are definitely different options. I just wanted to kind of compare these two shoes. As far as price, the MT-5 comes in at $135. The Inov8 Trailfly comes in at $150. As far as my usage of them, I find the Inov8 Trailfly is probably my more everyday shoe. I'll use it on more technical terrain. I still would prefer maybe a little bit softer or bouncier cushion for a really long trail race, but for everyday stuff, even stuff that's pretty technical, these work really well. They bend really well. A very nice shoe. The MT-5 I have found really nice when the trails are a little less aggressive. If I need to do a mixture of road and trail, these still feel very good on the road, and they still give a fair amount of cushion as long as you're not in a real rocky situation. I actually used these for a good bit of my Badger 100 race last year. I think I ran 80 miles in them. The cushion was plenty when you're on a dirt road or a rails to trails path. But if it gets technical, I prefer a little more grip than this. Anyway, I think they're both good shoes. It may not be the most direct comparison, but I just found the stack height is very similar. They're both anatomical toe boxes, so there are a lot of similarities. Anyway, I just thought I would do the which shoe for you comparison and let you decide which shoe might work better for you. If you enjoyed the video, please consider hitting the thumbs up, the like button. If you're interested in any more of my content, please consider subscribing to my channel. And other than that, I hope you're having a wonderful day and keep moving.